It started as a normal live broadcast on a major international news network. A reporter was interviewing a guest, anticipating a routine, perhaps even predictable, conversation. But then, things took an unexpected turn. The reporter, with a smirk that was hard to miss, leaned in and asked, "Do you really speak English like that?" The words just hung in the air, sharp and loaded. What the reporter probably thought was a simple, mocking jab was about to backfire in a way nobody could have seen coming. The Filipino guest looked calmly at the camera. A gentle, unbothered smile crossed their face. "Yes," they replied, their voice soft but incredibly firm. "English is just one of the many languages we are proud to speak. But respect and understanding matter more than mocking someone's abilities." For a brief, heavy moment, the reporter was silent. Viewers watching live around the world could almost feel the pause, the shock, the dawning realization. The studio seemed to shrink as the sheer power of calm, composed intelligence filled the space. The guests didn't stop there. They continued, speaking about how many Filipinos grow up learning multiple languages: Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, and of course, English. They explained that this isn't about pride or showing off. It's about communication, connection, and creating opportunities. Every word added more weight to their point. Every sentence was a quiet reflection of profound dignity. The guests spoke about education, about family, about culture. The reporter, now visibly flustered, tried to interject, maybe attempting a joke or a casual remark to regain control, but it was too late. The guest's unshakable confidence only highlighted the reporter's clumsy misstep. This was no longer just an interview. It had become a masterclass in grace under pressure, and the world was watching. Viewers everywhere began to react. Some applauded silently from their living rooms. Some immediately clipped the video and shared it online. A wave of inspiration started to build. Comments flooded in, praising the guests' incredible poise, their humility, and their sharp intellect. Social media lit up with admiration for someone who had faced ridicule head-on and transformed it into a powerful moment of empowerment. The guest then spoke about the importance of being proud of your heritage, of the core Filipino values of respect and dignity, and the quiet strength that comes from truly knowing who you are. Every viewer could feel the inspirational weight of this message. This wasn't just about language. This was about culture, identity, and self-respect shining brightly on a global stage. Slowly, you could see the tension in the room shift. The reporter's smirk had completely vanished. In its place was a look of recognition, perhaps even a hint of shame. But more importantly, a lesson had been delivered, loud and clear. Genuine confidence and deep knowledge will always speak louder than ridicule. The guest continued, emphasizing that moments like these are not about winning arguments or proving someone wrong. They are about showing integrity and patience. They explained that true strength doesn't come from aggression or mockery, but from the calm, focused clarity of your own mind. And then, the conversation turned reflective. The guest reminded everyone watching that we all face moments where we might be underestimated or even mocked. In those moments, we have a choice. We can either shrink back or we can rise with dignity, let our knowledge shine, and turn that ridicule into an opportunity to teach, to inspire, and to grow. The story then broadened, moving to a wider perspective, highlighting the deep well of Filipino pride, the incredible resilience of a culture that has survived centuries of challenge, colonization, and hardship. The guests spoke of the grace of a people who so often face adversity with a smile and a helping hand. They shared stories of everyday Filipinos, the ordinary heroes who embody courage, patience, and humility in their daily lives, unseen by the cameras but felt by everyone around them. As the broadcast continued, the inspiration deepened. You could almost feel the audience reflecting on their own challenges, their own moments of doubt. What would they do if faced with mockery? Could they remain as calm, as articulate, as confident as the person on their screen? The guest's message was a beacon of clarity. Everyone has the power to rise above ridicule with grace. The viewers were captivated. Even after the live segment ended, the story took on a life of its own online. It was shared, discussed, and celebrated across continents. The power of knowledge, dignity, and confidence had transcended borders and time zones. The Filipino guest had taken a single, mocking moment and turned it into a universal message of empowerment for millions. Finally, the guest closed with a reminder for all of us. In every challenge, in every situation where you feel underestimated, remember that your dignity and your knowledge are your strongest allies. Stand tall, speak clearly, and let your actions and your words inspire others. The broadcast ended, but its impact rippled outwards. In homes, on social media feeds, and across news outlets, the story resonated. It wasn't just about a single moment on a live broadcast. It was about courage, poise, and the quiet, unshakable power of standing firm in who you are and what you know. And so, the lesson continues, echoing long after the cameras turned off. Confidence speaks louder than mockery. Knowledge shines brighter than ridicule. And integrity, in the end, always wins. Remember this story, share it, and let it inspire you to face every challenge with grace, patience, and unwavering dignity. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that inspires and uplifts. We'll see you in the next one.